All right, welcome again, college basketball fans. All right, welcome again, college basketball fans. You are just in time to join us for the start of our second semifinal. This is game two of the series between last year's runner-up Enderun Colleges. They are the team in burgundy against the team in white, St. Francis of Assisi College. Of course, St. Francis. They won game one last Tuesday, 65-62. Our best player of that game, John Edward Saw, with 12 points. Of course, St. Francis with the 1-0 series lead. They can close out the series today and make the finals for the first time. Meanwhile, Enderun, they hope to win today, force a rubber match this Saturday, and hope for a return trip to the NASCO finals. Of course, they made it to the finals last year. They were swept by St. Clair, and most of the players, when I talk to them, they tell me that's their motivation this year. They want nothing less than the championship. But of course, to be the champion, you have to make the championship first. And on the part of Enderan, they have to take care of St. Clair. Meanwhile, St. Clair, a very multi-titled program in the many leagues that they've been part of before, and they want to add a NASCO championship to their collection. You know, St. Francis of Assisi joining the NASCO way back in 2017. And in their first year, they made the Final Four. They missed the Final Four last season, but now they are back, and hopefully they can do better. And not just make the Final Four, perhaps make the finals and then go all the way to get the big prize. So now we are ready. Our officials are ready. The players are ready. We here at the broadcast team are ready to bring you the game, and we are set to introduce the starting lineups of both quintets. So now the team with the 1-0 series lead being called. They start with the rookie John Matthew Santos at the backcourt. He will be joined by J. Lord Tagiam, the veteran Ryan Chu up front. Last game's best player, John Edward Soy, and of course, the man in the middle, big Raulo Duo from the Republic of Benin. All right, for the Titans of Enderun, let's see. Coach Pipo Nundo has drawn the following starting five. All right, he will be starting Emmanuel Magdenberg at power forward. This is one of the changes for Enderun in this game. Mark Joseph Nunez will start at point guard. Carl Baclay, the rookie, will start also at forward. Austin Veloso, their shooter, will also start together with Wabo. Okay, so a big change today here for Enderun. Wabo will be starting for the first time at center instead of Pierre-Marie Kwaku. We have Carl Baclay, who will be starting instead of the usual starter, Michael De La Cruz. And here's the news. Emmanuel Magdenberg, who played very well in the loss last time out, will be starting at power forward because Joaquin Mariano got injured in game one. That's why Magdenberg played a lot of minutes. Joaquin Mariano hurt himself in the first quarter, never came back. And today, now, for those who are looking for Mariano, he is on the bench right now of Enderun in street clothes. All right, but before anything, I think our commissioner, Mr. Luisito Boy Cruz, has some matters to discuss with the coaches. Okay. He has some matters to discuss with the coaches. Before we tip it off again, the Dubs, they have the 1-0 series lead. They won game one last Tuesday, 65-62. I think this discussion with our commissioner concerns some of the gear of the players. We have some rules here in the NASCO concerning gears, like all those support, those wraps, those leggings, braces, or what have you. They have to be a certain color. They should not clash with the uniform of the other team, or they should at least match the team uniform. Okay, so I think some of the Enderman players, they will be they are now going to change their gears. They have and instead Coach Pipo, and he will start with these players. Okay, he will not change them to give them a chance to change their accessories or their gears. All right, so nothing wrong with St. Clair. Everybody's uniforms, everybody's accessories are in order. It's just some of the Enderun players are wearing white leggings, and of course we know at Enderun they are in the dark uniforms. And if you have the dark uniforms, you also have to have dark accessories, as not to confuse both the officials, the referees, the table officials, and even us here on the in the broadcast booth. It can be confusing at times. Now, even if you've been watching basketball for so many years, it can get confusing at times. Okay, so players have already changed into their proper accessories. We'll be ready to tip off in a few minutes or so. Again, it is in my watch. It says 10 o'clock in the morning, Philippine time. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching on the World Wide Web. This is Game 2 of the Best of 3 series in the 19th NASCO Final Four. Earlier today, St. Clair forcing a Game 3, defending champion St. Clair forcing a Game 3 via a 99-64 demolition of Philippine Merchant Marine School. So we will have a Game 3 in that series this Saturday here at JCSGO. Will we have one game or two games? We'll find out in about 40 minutes or so. All right, we're ready to tip off. Wol Udu will face Wabo, and the jump is controlled by St. Francis. First possession with the Dubs. Again, they are leading this series 1-0. We have a good, a very active pro St. Francis gallery in attendance. And So continues from where he left off last time. He opens the score with a 3-point shot. Of course, John Edward So, our best player last game. Peloso, also a good 3-point shooter, using the screen. Offensive foul on Magdenburg. Caught pushing up So. But again, a big shoes to fill for Emmanuel Magdenburg. Again, I'll repeat what I said earlier. Joaquin Mariano is in civilian attire. He will not play today. Of course, Joaquin Mariano, the regular starting power forward of the Enderun Titans. Santos, first cross-court pass. So, this time no good. Rebound is with Magdenburg. Baklay. He bounces it inside. Stolen by So. So So is everywhere. Chu, sidestep. And Chu gets 2 points. So 5-0 early lead. And this is just like what happened in game 1. You know, St. Francis got the good start against Enderun. I guess it is very important for either team to have a very good start in this game. Veloso. Oh, hesitation. Wabo! Finally. So after a minute and a half, Enderun enters the scoring parade with that stab by Wabo. Hey, the drums are here. Enderun has brought drums. Oh, Tagiam, and that will be goaltending. Very clear. That will be goaltending on Wabo. So count the basket for Jailard Tagiam. 7-0 lead, 7-2 lead. Back to a 5-point lead for St. Francis. Steal by the Dubs. It's with So. So passing to Tagiam, and Tagiam has 4 points. Well, wait, before anything else, there is a foul, so a 3-point play coming here for Jaylord Tagiyam. Of course, Tagiyam with that layup earlier, his shot was counted after a goaltend was slapped on Wabo. So now Tagiyam looking for his 5th point. Not yet. Total stays at 4. 9-2 is their score. 7:40 left in the first. We are live and direct here at the Jesus Christ Saves Global Outreach in 15th Avenue, Cubao. My name is Anthony Servino. And what a game we have. Oh, good defense. Another steal forced by the Dubs. So, to Odu. Odu, jumper, too strong. Cleared by Baklay. Baklay will attack. Gives it to Wabo. Wabo, think about it. Wabo, slow to react, but Wabo with all the 4 points of Enderon in this game so far. 3 minutes gone by. 9-4 is our score. 5-point lead by the Dubs. Double on Chu. Chu escapes. Chu dishes to Odu. Odu was surprised, but Odu draws the foul. So 2 quick fouls now on Emmanuel Magdenberg. And that leaves Coach Pipo no choice. Well, wait a minute. Magdenberg is still on the floor. It's Michael De La Cruz that has come in to replace Carl Baklay. Meanwhile, Odu, good on his first free throw. Of course, again, Raul Odu, the exchange student from the Republic of Benin. And he is the second student from Benin to play here in the NASCO. Of course, the first student from Benin to see action in this league is Solmain Chabello, who played for Colegio de San Lorenzo some years ago. And we have a timeout called, and we'll be back. You're watching the 19th NASCO, the Final Four.
Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with Valley Pure and boost your performance. Valley Pure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger.
Thank you very much, Soya Bar, for supporting the 19th NASCO Final Four. Soya Bar. I say go for the large warm taho. That's my favorite order at Soya Bar. And if I can get 2, why not? Sometimes 1 is not enough for me. I can get 2 tahos. 11-4 is our score. 7-point lead by St. Francis. So changes now here for Enderon. We have Michael De La Cruz in the game. Of course, Michael is the usual starter. But now he's come off the bench today. Odu! This is the 3rd steal of St. Francis. Santos will whip it to Chu. Chu. All right, counter steal here. Completed by the Titans. Teams trading turnovers. Nunez attacking. Nunez too strong. Rebound, Odu. So far, Odu is getting the better of his matchup with Wabo. Tagiyam has 4 points. Cross court. Santos using the screen. Santos jumper, short. And a little trouble controlling the ball. Oops, almost an 8-second violation. Barely. Veloso. Extra pass. Sacundo missing the stab. All right, we got the drums here. Chu for 3. Too strong. Santos gets it. Poor box out on the part of Enderon. So. Missing. Tap. It's with Nunez. Halfway through, only 4 points. And finally, De La Cruz heard us. That's the move of Michael De La Cruz. When you need 3-point shots, call Michael De La Cruz. 11-7. Lead of St. Francis is down to 4 after that triple by Michael De La Cruz. Saw, faking. Saw. Inside, cleared by Wabo. Chance now for Enderan to inch closer or even tie. Steal! Fourth steal now. And Odu falls to the floor. We have a whistle. Let's see, what's the verdict? Fouls on Veloso. So look here. Look at the foul situation. 4 team fouls now for Enderan. Only 1 team foul for St. Francis. Santos taking his time to Saw. Back to Santos to Chu. They moved at the baseline. Santos. Again, cross court to alright, clock winding down. Air ball. You know, St. Francis took too much time in that sequence. It triggers a fast break, but Sacundo, unable to control. Sacundo goes out of bounds. Of course, expect Sacundo to play a lot in the light of the foul trouble of Emmanuel Magdenberg and, of course, the injury to Joaquin Mariano. (11-7). It has been all St. Francis so far in this initial 6 minutes. So, KG Manzanilla is in the game for the first time. He has replaced Ryan Chu. Manzanilla for 3. No. Odu, another rebound. Santos attacks, challenging the defense. And a good defensive stance there by Wabo. Nunez will wait for his teammates. Sacundo setting up the screen. He will not use it. Wabo pops out. He will challenge Odu. And traveling. And again, I will say this. The youngster, Raul Odu, has been getting the better of the more experienced Wabo. Of course, this is only the second year of Odu in the NASCO. Meanwhile, Wabo has been with Enderan since they first joined way back in 2016. So this is the 4th year now of Wabo in the NASCO. Joshua Bongon, the other rookie, is in. He has replaced his fellow rookie. Chu! Good read there by the Dubs. 13-7 now. The score has moved after a long time. Of course, it has been a while since that last triple by Michael De La Cruz. Nunez. Chavez is in the game, so you can say Coach Pipo is really milking his bench now in the light of his injuries and foul trouble. De La Cruz for 3! Back-to-back threes for Michael De La Cruz. 13-10, 3-point lead now for St. Francis. After the second triple of Michael De La Cruz, he has 6 points. Manzanilla to Bongon. All right, Manzanilla. He had only 2 points in game 1. So, thinking about it, lob, corner on the way, short. And Chu was a little bit too playful on the box out. He will be called for the foul. All right, Pierre-Marie Kwaku. Coach Pipa has seen enough. He will now bring in a fresh Pierre-Marie Kwaku to take on Raul Odu, who has not yet rested in this game. So let's see. Of course, you can see that Kwaku is much taller than Odu. Of course, Pierre-Marie Kwaku from Côte d'Ivoire. Nunez. De La Cruz. De La Cruz for 3! He won't get his third triple yet. Not yet. Bong on. Quickly. Odo is blocked. But there's a foul. There was contact underneath. So the important thing here is Odu is able to fish a foul from Kwaku, and that's good. You know, you want to get the important players of Enderland in foul trouble. Just keep on attacking their defense. At the line, Raul Odu, 1:46 left. Second one coming for Odu. All right, split. 14-10 is the lead of St. Francis. They have led all the way in this game. Oops, we have a buzzer. We have a buzzer. We have an official's timeout. Yep, we have an issue with our shot clock. We have an issue with our shot clock. All right. They've now fixed the shot clock. All right, shot clock is okay. Now, Enderman will execute their offense with 1:42 left. Francisco Tanchoco will come in to replace Austin Veloso. And again, we are waiting for an explosion from Tanchoco. Of course, we know Tanchoco, his scouting report, he is a known shooter. But Tanchoco has been having difficulty finding his range this season. Nunez. Using the screen by Kwaku. Kwaku asking for it. No. Gives it to Chavez, the rookie. Tanchoco to Kwaku. Back to De La Cruz for three. Nope, not yet. Still 6 points for Michael on 2 triples. He's looking for his third. Not yet. Maybe later. C play here. What is the C play of St. Francis? Joseph De La Cruz is in the game, by the way. So it's only Odu was not yet rested because Chu was part of the starting 5. He left a bit and now he's back. So it's only Odu that has yet to rest. All right, Nunez inside. Kwaku again. Good read on the pass to the post. Good post defense. Chu kick out. De La Cruz. Shot clock down to 12 offline, and they can. Oh, he saves it. Nunez now will run. Nunez. Oh, what a block! What a crispy block by Odu. Fast break. Chu, and Chu is fouled. Yes, of course, Ryan Chu, the veteran. He has been with St. Francis in many of their other tournaments in the past. Of course, Ryan Chu, just like the entire team, and of course the whole St. Francis community, the whole Franciscan community, they want to make the NASCO finals, and they are just one win away from doing that. Meanwhile, Enderun, they will do everything in their power to win today and force a Game 3 this Saturday. And for this Saturday, we already booked St. Clair versus PMMS Game 3. St. Clair equalizing the series earlier today, 99-64. A far cry from the down-the-wire finish in Game 1. And Game 3 should be a classic. Meanwhile, Martin Dias is reporting for duty for Enderun, one of the energy guys of Coach Pipo. And you see the energy, like the energy being exuded here by Dias. And because of that, Manzanilla is forced to foul Dias, who is just perpetual motion on the floor whenever he comes in. Now, there's certain players like that. You know, the coaches just know when to bring him in. You know, they bring them off the bench. You know, they want the players to develop some hunger. So once they enter, they're just like, you know, they're ready to explode. Pierre-Marie attacking, one-hander, no! And at the end of the first period, our scoreboard says 15-10, a 5-point lead for St. Francis. We'll be back with period number 2 after this commercial break. Stay with us. This is the 19th NASCO, the Final Four. Thank you very much, Soya Bar, for supporting the 19th NASCO Final Four. And during that lull, we noticed how loud, how loud was the voice of Coach Gabby Velasco. He was giving instructions to his players. Well, here's a story. You can say it's a possibility. You know, for those who don't know, Coach Velasco studied. He was once a cadet in the Philippine Military Academy. So I guess the way he coaches is like a general, handling his troops. Well, you can say also if Coach Velasco made it, he could have been a general by now in our armed forces. General Gabby Velasco. Meanwhile, okay, back to live action, 15-10. Coach Gabby is happy right now. His Dubs are leading 15-10, and they force another turnover. Wow! The defense today of so far, the defense today of St. Francis has been simply wow. Manzanilla, no, Odu, offensive rebound, and blocked by Kwaku. No. All right, 11 on the shot clock for for St. Francis. Bongon, Manzanilla. Give and go. Odu is blocked again. And this time, last touch on Odu, the ball hit his yellow shoes. So a chance now for Enderon to inch closer. No score yet. We played a minute. Steal by De La Cruz. De La Cruz! Too strong, but a foul is called. Yes, the defender has not yet established position. So the foul will be on Francisco Tanchoco. So now Coach Pipa will return his starters, Mark Joseph Nunez and Carl Baclay. Michael De La Cruz and Martin Dice will sit down. So at the line, Joseph Alexis De La Cruz for the first points possibly of the second period. Nope. Not yet. So our score remains stuck at 15-10. So either team has yet to score in this second period. Second one. So split at the line for the left-hander, Joseph Alexis De La Cruz. Tanchoco rather. And referee says it's going to be extra pass. Arellano is blocked from behind, but Arellano draws the foul. And what a way to introduce yourself. Avi Arellano, fresh off the bench, draws the foul. And again, all right, John Edward Saw will come back. So also Emmanuel Magdenberg. Magdenberg, of course, saddled with early foul trouble. That's why Coach Pipo was forced to tinker with his rotation. So at the line, the rookie, Carl Baclay, a recruit out of the Far Eastern University High School. And Baclay completes his free throw. So now lead of St. Francis is down to 7, 19-12, 7.5 left in the first half. Low scoring affair we have here at the Jesus Christ Saves Global Outreach. All right, steal, well read. Baclay, one-man fast break! And Baclay will troop to the line again for free throws. So we like the energy being shown by the rookie, Carl Baclay. Hopefully his energy will infect his other teammates. First free throw is good for Baclay. They are now just behind by 6, maybe 5 if he makes this one. Second one coming for the rookie. Short, so split by Baclay. But lucky break here for Enderon. Ball will stay. Last touch by a Dove. Baseline inbound by Veloso. Bounce pass to Kwaku. Nunez. Veloso Good defense. Magdenberg is suddenly free. Short. And the ball is chased by De La Cruz. I mean, Bowman rather. All right, Bowman is the one with green shoes. So, to Aleliano. Aleliano, foot on the line. Long two, if ever. No. Scramble. Leather lock. And the possession arrow points in favor of... All right, possession arrow points in favor of St. Francis. They have 11 seconds on the shot clock. Ryan Chu will come in at the next dead ball. Yep. All right, Ryan Chu can come in now. Tagiam will sit down. Bongon to Arellano. Double teamed. Arellano to De La Cruz. De La Cruz. He's looking for a foul. He won't get it. Good defense there by Enderan. Nunez. Of course, Nunez saw his teammates were not squared in position. Had to take it himself. And this time, the ball will go the way of St. Francis. But we have a timeout called by Coach Gabby Velasco and the Dubs. And we'll be back after these reminders. You are watching the 19th NASCU, the Final Four.
Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with Pure and boost your performance. Pure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger.
All right, back to live action. The score is 19-13. A very low-scoring second period. Our score at the end of the first 10 minutes was 15-10. So now, so far, only 5 points for only 4 points for St. Francis. 3 points for Enderan in this second. Nunez heard us. All right. Suddenly, Enderan threatening. It's just 3 points now separating these two schools, 19-16. Arellano. Santos is back in the game, so with So. So, faking. So, Arellano. Santos for 3. Short. And Chu was not ready for the rebound. It's with Nunez. Nunez met by the rookie Santos. So, the rookie versus the veteran. Nunez, spin move. Yes. Hey, don't look now. But St. Francis is just leading. Their lead is down to 1. 90-80. Let's see how they will react. All right. Steal by Magdenberg. Now a chance. We have a foul first. We have a foul. Okay, now both teams are not yet in the penalty. It will mean a sideline inbound for the Titans. Veloso will do the inbound. By Nunez. All right, they will do that again. Abednego Green, another rookie, will come in for Enderan. He will give Mark Joseph Nunez a rest. 5:21 left in the first half. Magdenberg against Chu. Kwaku. Looking for a teammate. Finds Baklay. Baklay kick out. Magdenberg. Magdenberg. Of course, he was forced to shoot as the shot clock was winding down. Ball in the hands of the Dubs. Arellano has it. Give it to Santos. Back to Arellano. Santos. John Matthew Santos. Back to Arellano. Again, back to Santos. This time, Saw touches it. Saw. Odu. And Odu traveled. Michael De La Cruz who hit 2 3-point shots earlier, was back in action. And the other De La Cruz on St. Francis, Joseph De La Cruz, will also check in. And another new player for St. Francis, Romeo Celorio, will come in. 4:44, got 3 fours on the game clock. 3 fours rather, triple 4. 4 minutes and 44. All right, Green has it. First touch for the rookie Green out of St. Clair. De La Cruz and steal again. So against Veloso. Wow, that was So versus Veloso. 21-19, 3-point lead now for the Dubs. De La Cruz can tie it with a 3. He's a very good 3-point shooter. Instead, gives it inside to Magdenberg, and the pass is too strong. It goes off the fingertips of Emmanuel Magdenberg. All right, Celorio will take his sweet time. Gives it to De La Cruz. Celorio. What will he do? Finds De La Cruz. Back to Celorio. Thinking about it. It's with Chu. Finds De La Cruz. De La Cruz attacks. Reverse. He is blocked. And the shot clock will expire on St. Francis. Good defense there by Enderan. Timeout is called by the... We'll be back. You are watching the 19th NASCO. This is the Final Four. Thank you very much to Soya Bar for supporting the 19th NASCO. Yep. Of course, after the game, the players can go to Soya Bar and they could use some taho as their recovery food. Of course, taho rich in protein, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals to help them recover after this tough game. And Wabo announces his return with that basket again. Lead of St. Francis down to 1. They apply pressure. De La Cruz doubled. Odu forcing the shot. They have to fire. Shot clock is winding down to 7. And traveling on the Dubs. So now a big chance for Enderan to take the lead for the first time in this game. It has been all St. Francis. Enderan has never led. No ties, no lead changes. It's in the hands of the rookie Green against Celorio, a sophomore. Foul on St. Francis. St. Francis is in the penalty. So a chance now for Enderan to grab the lead via free throws. With 2:54 left here in the second. All right, at the line, Abednego Green with a chance to either tie or give the lead to Enderan. Whoops. All right, so now Green, after that miss, he will go for the first deadlock of the game with his free throw. Abednego Green, a recent graduate from St. Clair, who finished grade 12. Now he's first year college in Enderan. So now we are tied at 21 all. And let's see how St. Francis will react. This will test their character for sure. Bongon dancing inside. No. Rebound cleared by Wabo. Now chance for Enderan to lead. Veloso for three. No. Rebound. Chu. Quickly to So. So against two defenders. And he spots the cutting Odu, but ball is batted out. Good defense by the Titans. Now the Dubs will go for the half-court set. Bongon will trigger things with this inbound. And a foul by So. So could not control the pass, and he is forced to foul Green. So Green, he split his free throws earlier, but now Green with another chance to give the lead to Enderan. Hesitation from Bongon. One-hander from Bongon. No. And suddenly the momentum has clearly shifted to Enderan. Magdenberg to Green. Green taking too much time. Shot clock is down to 4. De La Cruz. He has to fire. Steal! Referee says play on. They pass it to Chu. Chu will wait for his teammates. Bongon to De La Cruz. Jumper. Short. Green has it. Green now will apply the brakes. Veloso to Magdenberg. They lob it to Wabo. Offensive foul on Wabo. Only the first on Wabo. Meanwhile, St. Francis will call a timeout with 35.9 seconds left, and we'll be back with those 35 seconds after this commercial break. Stay with us, please.
Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with ValuePure and boost your performance. ValuePure. Live faster. Live higher.
Thank you very much to ValuePure for supporting the 19th NASCU, and also RCG Sportswear. Andy Servino here, live and direct at courtside of the Jesus Christ Saves Global Outreach in 15th Avenue, Cubao, Quezon City, for this very intense playoff game. This is the Final Four of the 19th NASCU. Thank you very much again to RCG Sportswear for making our players, our NASCU officials, our referees, and even the television group look very good. Thank you for making us look good with your RCG Sportswear. Chu to Manzanilla. De La Cruz back to Manzanilla. Foot on the line. It's a long two for Kenji. But the important thing is for Kenji to get his confidence after scoring only 2 points in game 1. We are tied at 23. De La Cruz open! No! Wabo! Is blocked by Odu! Magdenberg, one-hander, short! And that mad sequence ends the first half, and we are tied! Yes, we are tied at 23 all, and we will be back. We'll be back with the very exciting second half after this commercial break. Stay with us. This is the 19th NASCU, the Final Four.
Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with Pure and boost your performance. Pure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger. Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with Pure and boost your performance. Pure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger.
All right, welcome. It's halftime. Our score, we are tied. Can't get any better than this. We are tied at 23 all. Low scoring affair here at the Jesus Christ Saves Global Outreach Sea Dome. Andy Cervino live here at courtside. Let's go to some numbers quickly. Well, Enderan, they are shooting much better than St. Francis. 8 out of 21, that's 38%. You compare that to 7 out of 29, 24% for the Dubs. But here's one statistic that is really standing out, that has really got our attention. Look at this. Enderan has 18 turnovers in this game compared to only 8 for St. Francis. Now, if Enderan only took care of the ball, they'll be probably leading by a mile right now. And look at this, 12 steals for St. Francis compared to only 3 steals for Enderan. A lot of those steals. St. Francis, they're very good at reading the pass to the post. That's why every time at the start, okay, every time they pass the ball to the post, they're able to anticipate the pass. It results in these 12 steals in the first half. Meanwhile, attack to the basket is no good. Think about this. Our score is tied at 23 all at halftime. In our first game, St. Clair had 30 points in the first period alone, and they went on to win 99-64. Our best players of that game, Joseph Peña-Redondo and Bam Lopez with 18 points each. So now we'll have game 3 in the other series. Will we have a game 3 here? We'll find out. Nunez! Yes! And Odu is knocked down to the floor. I guess he got hit in the bread basket by the knee of the driving Nunez. Of course, leading scorers from the first half, we have on the part of St. Francis, we have Ryan Chu. We got Ryan Chu with 5 points, and John Edward Saw with 5 points, and they're followed by Raul Udu with 3 points. On the part of Enderan, Michael De La Cruz has 6 points on 2 triples. He's followed by 6 points also from Wabo and 5 points from Nunez. So 25-23. Nunez is the only basket here in the third to break the tie. Nunez, nope, cleared by the Dubs. It's with Celorio. And Celorio traveled. Yes, his pivot foot was stuck and it moved. All right, John Matthew Santos will come in to replace Romeo Celorio after that error by Celorio. Where Santos is the regular starting guard for the Dubs. Magdenburg faking it. It's with De La Cruz. He has 6 points. Bounce pass again. Well read by the defense. Triggers a fast break. Chu! Odu! And, if this is on Magdenburg, this is crucial. And that is, yes, that's confirmation. That is now the third foul on Emmanuel Magdenburg. So again, decision time here for Coach Nundu. Will he sit down Magdenburg and preserve him for the fourth? Though you don't want Magdenburg to pick up his fourth foul now. At the line, Raul Odu. First one is good. So far, Odu is 4 out of 5 from the line, 80%. And a split by Odu. So he's now 4 out of 6, down to 67%. Wabo to Magdenburg. So Coach Pipo gambling on keeping Magdenburg. Nunez, spin. And Nunez, with all that activity, will surely draw a foul. So at the line, Mark Nunez, he has all the points. Yes, and score remains at 25-24. Fourth foul, because right now the power forward spot of Enderan is quite thin with the injury to Joaquin Mariano. Santos to Chu. All right, he'll give it back to Santos. Sails in, no! Rebound, won by De La Cruz. Nunez all day for 3! Ball tap, it's with Saw. Saw, all the way, short! Manzanilla batting for it. And last touch on Manzanilla. Still, Enderan maintaining this 3-point lead as Pierre-Marie Kwaku will now replace Wabo. Bongon will also come in. Magdenburg receives it. And now Nunez will cross the timeline. Nunez. De La Cruz for 3. Yes! So now 3 triples for Michael De La Cruz. They are on top by 6. 32-26. Steal! Magdenburg. One-man fast break. The big man is running. Yes! Oh, we have an explosion here. The first major run of the game by Enderon. They're now on top by 8, 34-26. Biggest lead by either team. Oh, no, wait. Check that. St. Francis led by 9 earlier. Okay, so this is the biggest lead for Enderon. But that will change with Veloso against So. And So fouls Veloso. All right, Segura will come in to replace Chu. Segura, played very well in the first half. He had 4 points. But Veloso missing on his first free throw with 4:32 left. Second one on the way for Austin. All right, split. So now this matches the biggest lead of the game by either team, 9 points. So Enderon, St. Francis led by 9. Enderon now leads by 9. And we'll be back after this timeout. Stay with us. This is the 19th NASCU, the Final Four.
Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with Valley Pure and boost your performance. Valley Pure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger.
Back to live action, 4:32 left here in the third, 35-26. 9-point lead by Enderon, of course, matching the 9-point lead earlier of St. Francis. So ever since, they have outscored the Dubs by 18 points. Since that juncture, St. Francis jumping to a 19-10 lead. But that's all history now. Meanwhile, Saw with the offensive rebound and the 2 points. 35-28, 7 points separating these two schools. Green is in the game again. So action in the first half using the Kwaku screen. De La Cruz has 9 points on 3 3-point shots. De La Cruz for 3. Yes! 4 3-point shots now for Michael De La Cruz. He leads the Titans with 12 points. Segura will look for a teammate, finds So. Bounce pass to Odu. Cross court. Bongon. Losing it, but So recovers. So. Too strong. Tap. It's with the Dubs. Shot clock says 10 seconds. Bongon in traffic. Forcing it, but he gets 2 points nonetheless. 38-30. 8-point lead. Pressure at the backcourt. Green escapes. Green, extra pass, Kwaku, reverse, is short. And rebound, Segura. All right, Bongon. To So. Segura. Extra pass, Odu. Hemmed in. Shot clock says 3 seconds. They have to shoot. And that's going to be a 24-second violation. Again, good defense by Enderon. Veloso will sit down. Baklay will come back. Also, Tanshoko will see more action after checking in the first half. He will replace De La Cruz, and hopefully, again, they are hoping that Tanshoko will get his shooting going. Green will cross the timeline. You see the screen. Green, kick out. Sakundo, hand off to Baklay. Kwaku to Green. Green will not use the screen. Green will take it himself. Air ball. And So is on the run. So, no dribble! But a block from behind. Kwaku, move out of the way! 10-point lead now for the Titans, 40-30. 2-minute warning has sounded for the third. All right, So will inbound the ball to Bongon. You know, they once led by 9, now they're trailing by 10, the Dubs. And a foul is called on Pierre-Marie Kwaku. So St. Francis to do something, and they have to move fast and probably not get this to single digits before we go to the fourth. Traveling is called on the Dubs. All right, Green has it. He will bring the ball down. The rookies are guarding each other, Bongon and Green. Green! What a move! The defense was caught napping there. Green made them pay dearly for it. All right, Bongon. Odu. One-hander, yes. But then again, the goal here for St. Francis is to get this to single digits. Ball goes out of bounds in favor of. Oh, it's going to stay with the. Let's go to the Dubs. Veloso now replaces Baklay. Manzanilla will also return. All right, Manzanilla to Odu, back to Manzanilla. So, you see the screen. Defense meets him. Segura is open. Short. Tanshoko gets the rebound. And Green will take his sweet time. Not rushing. Game clock down to 23 seconds here in the third. Green missing the layup. Veloso. The defense gang up on him. Sakundo. Oh, Sakundo! With the putback of his own miss. 12-point lead now for Enderon. And it has been all Enderon here in the third. You can say the survival instincts of Enderon is now settling in, because they know that a loss will mean an end to their season. Odu! And at the end of the third period, our score now, the tide has turned. It's a 12-point lead for Enderon College's 44-32 over St. Francis of Assisi College. We'll be back with the deciding fourth period after this commercial break. This is the 19th NASCU Final Four.
Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with Pure and boost your performance. Pure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger.
And we are ready for the deciding fourth period. Our score 44-32. And Enderon making their move. We were tied, by the way, at 23 all at halftime. First shot by Odu is no good. And it's going to stay with the Dubs. Again, all is not lost for St. Francis. Again, they wasted their lead. All is not lost. There's still enough time. And again, if they win today, they move on to the finals. But if Enderon hangs on to win, they force a Game 3 this Saturday. Here again at JCSGO. Manzanilla. So, no good. And again, the ball will stay with the Dubs. All right, baseline inbound. They attack. All right, the score's not yet moved here in the fourth period. Veloso. It moves closer. And the last second dish results in a turnover. And a good block of the passing lane by Kwaku. Green has it. Oh, Green too fast for his own good. So, will apply the brakes. Manzanilla for three. Oh, that could have been big. Again, no movement on the scoreboard. Here in the fourth, a very low scoring affair. Kwaku inside. And ball will stay with the Titans. So will sit down. De La Cruz will check back in. Also, Santos will check back in. Seguela will sit down. A smaller but quicker and you can say more potent on offense lineup here for Coach Velasco. Nunez, drop pass to Magdenberg. Magdenberg, yes. So first basket of the fourth is by Magdenberg, and it took them almost 2 minutes to score. Of course, on the part of St. Francis, those 2 minutes are a big loss because that lessens their chances of scoring. Okay, we have a technical foul on the Enderman bench for complaining. So shooting the technical free throw will be Joshua Bongon. But he misses. Wow. Score remains 46-32 after that miss, but St. Francis will keep possession. Well, you can say Enderon dodged the bullet there, so that could have been a turning point in the game. De La Cruz met by the double, finds the open Santos. Santos will backtrack, and Coach Velasco was not happy with that last sequence. Santos whips it to De La Cruz. De La Cruz will attack. Chu hesitating. Chu, shot clock down to 1, and that will count. Chu beating the shot clock horn. 7:50 left in the game. Lead is now to 12. Nunez. Cuaco! And that should energize the small group of Enderon supporters here. Odu. Santos. Whip it out. De La Cruz. Baseline. De La Cruz to Chu. Chu. This time they commit a shot clock violation. Tanshoko will come in to replace Veloso. All right, Nunez has done a fine job of quarterbacking this team. Also, De La Cruz, who has 4 3-point shots and 12 points in this game, is back. He is the leading scorer for Enderon. Of course, with 12 points, you expect that, though the team has 48 points. And we are already in the 4th. Not surprising, your top scorer has only 12 points. But then again, those triples by De La Cruz are coming at the crucial stages of the game. All right, Joseph De La Cruz with a fancy layup, and he gets 2 points. All right, with officials timeout. Something's wrong with our shot clock. All right, so shot clock's okay now. It's going to be Enderon basketball. They are ahead by a dozen, 48-36. Of course, you can say on those 12 points by Michael De La Cruz, all from the 3-point line. Magdenberg playing with 3 fouls. Dumps it inside to Kwaku. Kwaku, too strong. Magdenberg gets it. Magdenberg, one-hander, no. And that will be a shot clock. Oh, a foul! Not a shot clock violation. See, we heard the horn sound, but there's a foul. On the Dove. It's on Raul Odu. Only the second foul on Odu. But the thing is, St. Francis is in the penalty. And we're not even halfway through the fourth period. And look at that, only 1 foul for Enderon. But 2 misses there for Pierre-Marie. Alright, it's not yet a safe lead for Enderon. They have to put that in mind. Again, this is a very dangerous St. Francis team, and they learned firsthand in Game 1. That was a tough lesson for Enderon in Game 1, that loss. Waba will come back, the veteran, to replace the rookie, Pierre-Marie. So Bongon, he missed that technical free throw earlier. And the first one is good for Bongon. Of course, they need all the points that they can get. All right, 2 for 2 for Joshua. Back again to a 12-point lead for Enderon. Backcourt pressure. Magdenberg crossing the timeline. Magdenberg! Yes! 50-36. Steal by Nunez. And Nunez does the wise thing of waiting for his teammates. And that's what you get when you have a veteran court general like Nunez. But he saves it to De La Cruz. De La Cruz, number 5 coming, not yet. Chu is blocked. Oh, he swiped from behind by De La Cruz. So good defensive stance there by De La Cruz. De La Cruz excelling on both ends of the floor. Nunez. You see the double screen. Wabo asking for it. Wabo! And Wabo erases Odu. 52-36. 38 rather. Bongon! Too deep. Odu! And the ball is up. We have a unsportsmanlike foul. Who's it against? Who's it against? Referees made the sign for unsportsmanlike foul, and they will review that. They will. That's part of our protocol here. They will review. Of course, again, I've said this before. That sign is just for a precautionary measure. Of course, it's possible that the referees will retain the unsportsmanlike foul or just downgrade it to a simple foul. Okay, our commissioner, Mr. Luisito Boy Cruz, is reviewing the video with his referees. So now it is now deemed an ordinary foul on Odu. Okay, so it's just an ordinary foul on Odu. All right, Nunez. You see the screen by Magdenberg. And now he barely beats the 8-second limit to cross the line. De La Cruz, number 5. Not yet. But Magdenberg with the offensive rebound. Steal by Bongon. Bongon! Oh, short. It has been all Enderon here in the second half. Veloso. Thinking about it, will move closer, drops it to Wabo. Wabo with the air ball, or was that a shot? Well, he lost control of the ball. "11 seconds on the shot clock here for the Titans. Too deep, but good body control by Nunez. And because of that, Coach Velasco will call a timeout. 3:26 left. Stay with us. You're watching the 19th NASCU Final Four. All right, back to the live action. Final 3 minutes and 26 seconds left. So St. Francis of Assisi has that much time to overturn the 16-point deficit staring at their faces. Meanwhile, Enderan are looking good to force a Game 3 this Saturday if they hang on. So, yes! And that should liven things up for St. Francis. 54-41. And what gives? A push. Uh-oh, that's the fourth foul now on Magdenburg. He is one foul away from being banished from this game. But I guess since we got 2:51 left, might as well let him play the remaining 2:51. Coach Nundo not making a action to replace the foul beleaguered Magdenburg. Well, a mini run here being staged at the moment by St. Francis. They have scored 4 straight points. And a split by Bongon. They are behind by a dozen, 54-42. 8-second violation. Well, we noticed that the Enderan has, they bring the ball down slowly. They've almost committed several 8-second violations. But we'll talk more about that at this time. Stay with us. This is the 19th NASCU Final Four. Two minutes and 41 seconds left. The Enderan Titans have returned to the hardwood. And St. Francis, Coach Gabi Velasco, making the most of the time allotted him to instruct his players. Maybe perhaps for one final push to try to overturn this 12-point deficit. Bongon for 3. This will be big. No. Chu skies for it, but he cannot control. It's with Magdenburg to Nunez. And the pass is too strong. It will go back to St. Francis. So now the breaks are going the way of St. Francis. So all they have to do is capitalize on these breaks. Bongon. He has to move quickly. De La Cruz and Oduo cannot control it, so it will be Enderan basketball. We are nearing the 2-minute warning. Oh, steal by Chu. Chu, yes. All right, the lead is down to 10 on that steal and layup by Ryan Chu. And a foul is called on the Dubs. As we hear the sound for the last 2 minutes. Thank you very much to RCG Sportswear for making the all the people here at the 19th NASCU look good. RCG Sportswear, look for them on Facebook for your sporting wear needs. Your uniforms, not just in basketball but many other sports. So now the foul's on Chu, and that will mean free throws now. Oh no, it's only the 14th foul for St. Francis, so no free throws yet for Enderan. And we have a buzzer. We have a buzzer. Is it an errant buzzer? Because it's not a shot clock violation, that's for sure. All right, ball will stay with the Titans. Veloso will trigger it. Nunez will use the Wabo screen. Wabo rolling to the basket. Nunez does not see him. Instead, Nunez will fire. Too strong. All right, now the Dubs have to move quickly. Time is not on their side. So, to De La Cruz, to Bongon. Bongon to De La Cruz. De La Cruz for three. Yes! Down to 7. It's a 9-0 run by St. Francis. You know, Ender has been stuck at 54 for quite some time. And now the foul's on Wabo. So again, another chance for St. Francis to go closer. And this time it's going to be via the free throw line as they are now in the penalty. So attention now is focused on Odu. First one is good for Raul. 1:26 left. Not a safe lead by any means for Enderan. Momentum is now with St. Francis. They are just behind by 6. Maybe 5 with this free throw by Odu. Down to 5. 54-49. Ender has been stuck at 54 for quite some time. Chance of defense by the St. Francis fans here in attendance. Nunez to Magdenberg for 3. This will be big. No. On a foul from behind by Wabo on Odu. Wabo cannot believe it. That is only, I believe, the 3rd foul on Wabo. But still, it will send Raul Odu to the free throw line. And they are just behind by 5. The clock will not move. Big free throw for Raul, yes. 50-54. Odu can make it a 1-possession game with this free throw. Odu. Very important free throw. Oh, it's a miss! We have a foul. It's on Joseph De La Cruz. So this time it's the turn of Enderan to shoot free throws, and hopefully this will end their silence. So they have not scored for almost 2.5 minutes. And because of that, their once imposing 16-point lead has been trimmed down to only 4. Nunez has been in the pressure cooker so many times, and he steps up with that free throw. Makes it a 2-possession game. All right. 2 for 2 for Nunez. Enderan back on top by 6, but this is not safe. Bongon. De La Cruz back to Bongon. To Saw. Bongon. Shot clock is down to 10. Miss. Rebound. Won by the Titans. Nunez to Magdenberg. To De La Cruz. Back to Nunez. And now Nunez will burn some clock. Shot clock is down to 8. Nunez. Magdenberg. And Magdenberg is clipped from behind. He will shoot free throws. 27 seconds left. And now Magdenberg can ice the game with his trip to the line. First one is good. And this could be the final dagger to be delivered by Magdenberg. Magdenberg, a picture of concentration, taking his time. 2 for 2 for Emmanuel. Back to an 8-point lead. St. Francis has called a timeout. We will hang on to the air. So for sure, we will have a game 3 this Saturday. Philippine Merchant Marine School versus St. Clair for a spot in the championship round. Now, if it will be one game or a doubleheader, we will find out in 27 seconds. But from the looks of it, it looks like all Ender has to do is hang on, and we will have a doubleheader this Saturday here at the Jesus Christ Saves Global Outreach Gym in 15th Avenue, Cubao. All they have to do is play smart basketball for 27 seconds. Don't do anything crazy, and they will win and tie the series at 1 game apiece. For sure, St. Francis, they have to score quickly because for the nth time is not on their side. Because after this possession of St. Francis, there's no more shot clock, and Enderun might just dribble the time away. Because, you know, if they foul, the Titans will shoot free throws. And that will just further complicate things. Odo. To Bongon. So, they're taking too much time, and that should be it. Magdenberg and So is favoring his ankle. I think he rolled his ankle as he fell down. And remember, you know, these teams, the teams that played today's Thursday, they have about, 48 hours or less than 48 hours to recover. Because we'll be playing game 3 on Saturday. And look at that. So is having a hard time getting up. He has to be helped by his teammates. He has to be carried out, and that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Of course, So was our best player in game 1. St. Francis winning that 65-62. But from the looks of it, it looks like Enderun will be taking game 2. They will also force a game 3, just like in the other series. So we will have a double header this Saturday here at JCSGO. All right, so back to the live action. Again, our score 58-50. And Enderun looking good to force a rubber match for a spot in the finals. Of course, if ever, this will be Enderun's second straight trip to the finals. And St. Francis would like to probably bounce back and take game 3 for their first ever NASCO championship appearance. Wabo has it. I guess there's no need to foul. They'll probably just run this final seconds away. Nunez, they don't even need to shoot, but Nunez fires. It's with the Dubs. Manzanilla for 3. No. And that's the confirmation of our final score. Congratulations to our winners. The Enderun College's Titans. They win 58-50 over St. Francis of Assisi College Dubs. And that means we will have not one, but 2 games this Saturday at the Jesus Christ Saves Global Outreach Seed Dome. And we'll talk to our best player after this commercial break. Stay with us. We will reveal his identity in a moment. Congratulations to the Enduran Titans. They take game 2. They force the rubber match this Saturday for a spot in the finals. I'm with the best player of the game, number 77 of the victorious Enduran Titans, Michael De La Cruz, with 4 3-point shots in the game. Now that proved to be the difference, Michael. Your 3-point shooting, that broke the game wide open in the third period. Now we were tied, by the way. Now we were tied at halftime. What was the instruction of coach? No? Anong sinabi niyo sa inyo nung halftime break?
Ang instructions lang po namin coming from coach is to play defense because both teams can play offense, but if we put more energy and put more time on defense, we'll be able to make a stop and convert a basket. Yun lang po.
So I guess the third quarter, no, that was really Enduran's quarter, no, yan yung turning point of the game. Now another thing now we saw in this game, no, yung rotation yung up front. Do you have any update on what happened to Joaquin?
Actually, wala pa pong results, pero yung feeling niya, medyo hirap pa po, pero we'll see po next game.
Alright, so we'll be against this, but then again, good step up from your other bigs, lalo na sila Emmanuel, good contributions from your bigs.
Yun po talaga yung yung pinut po namin sa mindset namin na kailangan po mag-step up ng other bigs because Joaquin is a big loss po for this game. But luckily po, I'm so happy po na nag-step up po yung ibang bigs namin. Also the guards po, coming from the bench. I'm so thankful po na ginawa namin yung best namin to get this win. And gagawin pa po namin yung best namin for the next game.
All right, now you can now say thank you to all your supporters. Of course, invite them. No, very important. No, let's fill up this gym this Saturday.
Ini-invite ko po lahat ng supporters na na-ask ko to watch the next game, the game 3. Bibigay po namin best namin, lalo na po yung system namin. Papakita pa po namin yung best namin.
There you have it. Yeah.
Babatiin ko lang po yung family and friends ko. Kilala nyo na po kayo. And then, Escutia family, Ashanto Dope, Gatdula family, keep supporting us. Bibigay po namin best namin, lalo na po yung Enduran community, lalo na po kay Sir Jack and other student life helpers.
All right, there you have it. Our best player. Congratulations again, Michael. Michael, recover well for the next game. Give it your best. And again, 2 games today. Both forcing game 3. For sure, the games this Saturday will be one for the books. It will be instant classic. So again, on behalf of Michael De La Cruz, my name is Ante Servino. Of course, all the hardworking men and women of the NASCO TV coverage, our NASCO Management Committee, the NASCO Board. Until the next game, Philippines. See you soon. Bye.